Toxic people rarely look toxic in the beginning. In fact, they often feel like the most exciting person you've ever met. They're charming, confident, magnetic, and before you even realize it, you're emotionally invested in someone who will later confuse you, drain you, and make you question your own worth. So why does this happen? Why do the people who hurt us the most often feel the most irresistible in the beginning? You've probably met someone who seems to understand you almost immediately. They ask deep questions. They listen closely. They say things like, "I've never met someone like you before." And it feels good, really good. Suddenly, you're texting every day, talking late into the night, sharing parts of yourself you usually keep guarded. It feels intense, but intensity is not always the same thing as emotional safety. Then something changes. Maybe they disappear for a few days. Maybe they start responding coldly. Maybe they say something that subtly makes you doubt yourself. But by that point, you're already attached. And now instead of asking, "Is this person healthy for me?" you start asking, "What did I do wrong?" Psychologists often talk about something called intermittent reinforcement. It's when someone gives you affection, then takes it away, then gives it again. That inconsistency creates emotional dependency because your brain begins chasing the return of the good moments. It's the same psychological pattern used in gambling addiction, and toxic personalities, whether consciously or unconsciously, often create this exact emotional cycle. Toxic attraction often feels powerful because it mimics emotional intensity. The highs feel incredibly high, but the lows feel incredibly confusing, and your brain begins associating drama with passion. Calm, emotionally healthy people can start to feel boring, not because they are, but because your nervous system has been conditioned to expect chaos. One of the earliest signs of a toxic personality isn't how they treat you, it's how they treat people they don't need to impress. The waiter, the stranger, their ex. People reveal their character in moments where they think nobody important is watching, and if someone shows you small flashes of cruelty early on, believe them. Sometimes the hardest truth to accept is this: toxic people aren't always attractive because they're special. Sometimes they're attractive because they trigger emotional patterns we haven't healed yet. Old wounds, old insecurities, old desires to be chosen or validated. And when those wounds get activated, logic can disappear. Real emotional safety doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It feels steady, predictable, respectful. It might not give you the adrenaline rush of toxic intensity, but it gives you something far more valuable: peace. And the moment you learn to recognize the difference, your entire relationship life begins to change. If you're interested in understanding the deeper psychology behind relationships, manipulation, and emotional patterns people often miss, consider subscribing to Love Unfiltered. Because sometimes the truths about love are uncomfortable, but they can also protect you from the wrong people.